Now, listen, you guys, it seems like lately something has definitely shifted in as far as Jay-Z is concerned because more and more people are coming up giving what I would like to call unpopular opinions when it comes to this man. And we're also going to be talking about this Bob that is accusing a certain female rapper of doing the unthinkable. Now, we're also going to be discussing about Nicki Minaj's latest achievement, and Doechii is out there getting herself a top 10 hit. Now, we're also going to be discussing about Nelly letting us know, the discussion behind, him getting married to Ashanti. Now, these are some of the things that we will be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about British rapper MIA. It seems like she had a couple of things to say about Jay-Z, basically expressing how the man owes Kanye West his career. Basically, that's what she was trying to say. She basically was saying that Kanye does not get enough credit when it comes to molding and shaping Jay-Z's career, because, well, she believes that it is Kanye's genius that made Jay-Z partly who he is today, especially when it comes to creativity. In the musical scene. So I really don't know how to feel about this. Currently Kanye is in Japan. He ran away after the series of tweets that he was out there tweeting. And amongst the people that he came for is also Jay-Z and Beyonce, and of course their children, which I do feel like that was way out of pocket. But that being said, does it mean that the man is not a creative? He's absolutely a creative maniac. That's how I would explain Kanye West, because the talent is absolutely there. The creativity is actually absolutely there. And yeah, so I do see where MIA was coming from. But MIA also does give me sometimes in Azalea Banks, vision that actually likes Kanye West, because you do know that Azalea Banks and Kanye don't see eye to eye. But personally, when I look at the two of them, I see a lot of similarities. So yeah, I don't know, you guys. And MIA is the same girl who came out here also accusing Beyonce of copying her style when she was just starting out in the music business. So yeah. I don't know, you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. And in the meantime, I will insert what MIA had to say.
How powerful was Jay-Z when you were doing business with him? Was he already a power player where if he wanted to ruin someone's life or make somebody a star, he could do it?
Yeah, I think me and Rihanna came out the same year, so he definitely did that, But Jay-Z was, I'd like to talk about Kanye more because I think he was very important to the rise of Jay-Z, and he made that all. He added the creativity to that whole thing, and I think they don't give him enough respect and dues. But yes, Jay-Z was more of a businessman.
You interacted with both of them, right? You had,
Yeah, and
relations
Kanye was always the artistic one,
creative side.
Yeah, he's the creative one, and I connected with that. And Jay-Z obviously had the clout and the reputation, but I saw that they both represented two different dynamics, which the world wasn't
privy to yet.
Yes, but I already knew that
right
back then. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's happening. Again, it's the same thing, everything.
Could you fast forward then, knowing now Jay's got the kind of clout that he has and Kanye is being criticized and he's lost a lot of wealth the last few years? Could you have predicted this?
Well, I think the interesting thing was they made that record, Watch the Throne, and one person was going to get the throne. And that was already set. Like, they were fighting for that throne. or one of them was talking about the throne of God, you know, or you didn't know what kind of throne it was, whether it was the throne of Satan or the throne of God or whatever, you know, or whether they were two kings duking it out over this throne. I think that was a very, you know, that was the moment that that kind of thing happened. And if you look at politically, the Jay-Z supported Obama and Kanye supported Trump. And so they were sort of vying for this. You know, that was also quite a telling thing. And
Well, there you heard that, you guys. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about Doechii, okay? So it is actually being reported that Doechii has finally, managed to get herself a top 10 record for the song Anxiety, the one that the likes of Will Smith, the likes of, a lot of celebrities were dancing to. And so congratulations to Doechii for being able to secure herself a top 10 record. I guess this then justifies the Spotify listeners that she has. You guys do know that she now currently has 56 million monthly listeners on Spotify, the same monthly listeners as Playboy Carti. Just throwing it out there so that you guys can have a little bit of context of what we mean when we say 56 million Spotify listeners. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about this. And also, do drop a congratulatory message. Do you think that this is organic, or do you think that this is payola? Personally, I do feel like, maybe payola was there here and there, but the song really did go viral, especially on TikTok and all these other platforms. I mean, for the whole week, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing Anxiety. I promise you, like, I'd be scrolling on Instagram and I'm like, oh my God, this song, oh my God. And it's not even a bad song, it's actually a very nice song, but I just refuse to prophesy anxiety in my life. As somebody that has dealt with anxiety, I don't know, it just hits close to home that I wouldn't be making a song about look at my anxiety. So I refuse to prophesy that. But overall, I do feel like it's a very nice song. It's a good song. If you don't mind singing about anxiety, it's absolutely beautiful. Mine is an extreme case, eh? That's why. That's why I wasn't that much of a fan, but I could see the artistry in there, I could see the creativity in there, and I feel like it's a well put together song. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we're going to talk about Nicki Minaj. Now, it is being reported that Nicki Minaj's Superbass, who remembers that, that skit? So it is being reported that Nicki Minaj Superbass, look at me now wanting to say Superbass. Nicki Minaj Superbass is now eligible for 13 times platinum certification. So, yeah, congratulations to Nicki Minaj. And where is she? Okay, we are tired of the hiatus. I'm one of those people who was advocating for the hiatus, but it's just so boring in the streets. Okay, even with some people getting all these seeming achievements and stuff like that, you cannot deny the it's not moving. The genre is not, it's not giving what it usually does. And I don't know, you guys, if this is how it's going to look like when Nikki finally retires, it's surely going to be very boring. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about this Barb that is out there, accusing certain female rappers for not wanting to work with people just because, they are Barbs. Now, this is what this person actually had to say. They said that, once a rep galley told me that they didn't want to work on content anymore because I was a bub. I knew then we were competition and not Nicki Minaj. So this person is basically saying that one of the female rappers, wanted to work with her for some, I don't know what type of content they were supposed to make. But once that female rapper realized that the person in question is a bub, they were like, listen, I cannot work with you because you are that. And of course, that has sparked a lot of conversation with people trying to speculate who that person could be. Now, a lot of fingers are pointing towards Jetavia because, I mean, to begin with, I would think that any bab would work with someone that is at least not gone against Nicki Minaj like that, and so that has people feeling like maybe this was Jetavia because you guys do know that she also does have a history with the Babs, a bad experience with the pubs with that entire keeping culture life situation that happened. So personally, I wouldn't be surprised also if, the people that are saying that it might have been JT are correct. Now, with this one, I'll probably have an unpopular opinion because I do feel like she has tried the Bub thing, working with the Bubs, and she has tried to turn Bubs into Juvies, and she realized that it gets messy because after all has been said and done, these people are still loyal to Nicki Minaj, and she probably realized that that angle does not work well for me. Seeing how the last attempt, went like, so I do feel like maybe that's where she was coming from to say that now it's gonna look like I'm fishing for fans in somebody else's fan base because when they were still cool with Nicki Minaj, of course the Barbs were supporting her just because of her proximity to Nicki Minaj. So let me know in the comment section, you guys, who you think this female rapper is, and do you think that they are wrong for saying I cannot work with you on content because you are a bab? Now, if it is content directly related to their brand, and if this person is very vocal on Twitter about being a bab, doomed if they do, doomed if they don't. So with this one, I would take an unpopular opinion and say that I kind of get why, if it were JT, maybe that's the reason why she decided to stay out of this entire situation. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we are going to be talking about Nelly and Ashanti. So you guys do know that currently they are couple goals for a lot of people on the internet, and they are, people are always like, listen, these people were meant to be together. They were just delaying each other. They should have just been together, and all of these things. Nelly is actually letting us know right now what happened behind the scenes. According to him, he is saying that, well, they first discovered that, Ashanti was pregnant, and that's when they decided to say, listen, we might as well just get married. And of course, this is causing quite the commotion on social media, with people feeling like, well, so is he saying that this was just a marriage of convenience? Does he truly love Ashanti, or did he do it to save Ashanti's face? Because he did mention that, well, he didn't want Ashanti to be a baby mama. Now, with this entire thing, I kind of see where, people are coming from with saying that it's giving, we are old now, we might as well just get married. But at the same time, I'm also looking at it from a different angle, to an angle where a man values a woman in such a way that he feels like it would be disrespectful to call that woman my baby mama. So I have to bring honor to her name by calling her my wife, by making her my wife. So that's the other angle that I'm seeing with this entire situation, because it's not like Ashanti is the only baby mama that Nelly has. He has had children in the past, and he didn't marry he didn't marry the women or the woman that he had the children with. So the fact that he looked at Ashanti and he said, listen, if you're pregnant, I've got to, wife you up. In my own opinion, I personally am a lover of marriage. If it fails, it fails, okay? But it wouldn't be my first option to go out there and just have a child out of wedlock. But if it happens, then it would be a mistake. And it's not like I'll be out there out advocating for people to have children out of wedlock, but that's just for me. People are different, and circumstances are also different. You can get married today, and tomorrow you can get divorced. You can get married today, and tomorrow maybe you lose your partner, and you are a single mother at the end of the day. But given an option, I do feel like I would be wanting to be in a healthy marriage than raising a child out of wedlock. So if I were Ashanti, I don't think that this interview would have offended me, in my own opinion, personally. But anyway, you guys, of course, opinions differ and people want different things from life. So let me know what you think about this thing that Nelly said. Do you think that it is disrespectful to the mother of his child and his wife? Let me insert what he had to say, and then I'll catch you guys after that. Well, There you heard that, you guys. And that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what is happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. And until my next one, see you.
Kudos to you guys figuring out how to hide a wedding. How hard was that for that not to get out until after it happened?
Well, once we found out that she was pregnant, it was just like, I didn't want this to be I don't want to say like
a child out of wedlock.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
you guys were probably already planning,
Well, we hadn't talked about it
right.
yet. We hadn't talked about any of that yet. I hadn't, but I was like, yo, you know what? Let's just knock this out because we're going to be doing so much and everything's moving so fast. And I didn't want to, I didn't want her to be, a baby mama.
I respect that.
Like, because we already knew where we were in life. And, if we're back like this, this must be what this is supposed to be.
I love it too because like sometimes people's timing is off, whether it's like points in your life. Doesn't mean it's the wrong person, but maybe it's the wrong timing.
Exactly.
Right? So once you go through whatever you go through, whatever she goes through, you guys evolve, but you guys know each other and love each other.
Well, any relationship, man, I base any relationship on, does this person bring more good to your life than bad?
Yeah.
Any relationship. It could be your relationship with your parents, your kids, your
homie, whatever. Yeah.
Anything. Does this person bring more good to your life than bad? And if they do, then great. You know what I mean? And then, but if they don't, then you know that you might need to remove this person from being able to be get some of your time. And that's what I think for me and her.
Kudos to you guys figuring out how to hide a wedding. How hard was that for that not to get out until after it happened?
Well, once I found out that